I guess first off, what's the mood amongst the players this morning?
The boys are very happy, I guess. We were expected to come out and have a fiery game, so we're very happy with the result.
You mentioned fiery game. We got a little fiery there towards the end. What's your take on that?
Yeah, I didn't actually see too much of it. I was cramping at the time, so yeah, there's also always going to be a bit of rustle and bustle in the game, so yeah. It's just a game.
Nothing too much was said, nothing untoward that Roo should have reacted to at all?
No, I don't think so. I mean, that's just footy, isn't it? Like, it's just going to happen every now and then, so guys are going to get whacked and guys are going to whack each other back, so that's just footy, yeah.
What did you make of the Saints' performance? A lot of people talking about that. It's not to take anything away from your own performance, which I'm sure we'll get to in a minute, but were you surprised? Was there seemed to be any bickering between the players, or you've had a good record against them anyway?
No, not so much bickering. Saints are a great team and we respect them very much, and obviously they come out very hard as always against us, so to get over the top of them is a very pleasing result, yeah.
What's the optimism like now? I mean, you've beaten two of the top four sides, 50 points plus this season. I mean, is there a really high level of optimism now amongst the players? Not
really. I mean, we're just taking week by week. We're looking for improvement, so next week is going to be a big game again against Carlton, so if we can get on top early in matches and match it with these top sides, we're very happy.
Does that tell you where you're at, the game against Carlton? I mean, James Heard mentioned last night that you really need to beat a side like Carlton after a win like this for people to take it seriously.
Yeah, as you're saying, Carlton obviously tested Collingwood very well, so they're obviously a quality side and they're going to be very tough to beat, so we'll have to come out hard against them.
What was James' message to the players after last night's win?
He was just pleased with our result. Obviously, we're improving and he's quite happy with that, so I guess we just got to keep working hard on the track and coming out hard against teams in the top four. So.
Were you guys always pleased that you had this chance early in the year? I mean, people looked at your fixture and thought Bombs have got a tough run in the first 5 weeks, but did you always like the fact that you had an early chance to test yourself against those teams?
Yeah, it's been quite pleasing, I guess. To come against some of the hardest teams in the comp has been great. So it's a great challenge each week and we're enjoying it, yeah.
Can you talk to us about some of the different roles that some of the players have been handed? I think it's pretty obvious to see from the stats that Job was kicking a hell of a lot more on the weekend than he has done in the past. That's obviously part of the game plan then?
Yeah, obviously we're enjoying kicking the ball a lot more, and I think it's just pleasing seeing there's a whole contribution from all players. So it's not just one player out there, all 22 players are putting in their bit. So.
What about the emphasis on defence? I noticed you had probably 7 or 8 tackles yesterday. I mean, is there more emphasis on defence than last season?
Yeah, it's something we worked on hard over the pre-season. We've definitely worked on the defensive side of our game. So I guess all our players are chipping in and trying to do the 1%ers in the team. So it leads to attacking football, so which is good.
It looks like it suits you personally.
Yeah, that's part of my game that I'm good at, I guess. There's other parts we all need to improve in, so if we can all be defensive in some way, it's good.
How's Big Hilly looking for this weekend?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he'd be in the mix, that's for sure. Whether we go with 3 ruckmen, I'm not sure. I think coaches would be happy to, so we'll just have to wait and see.
What about Job? Ben, you obviously played with him last year, but is he a better player this year than what you saw being at Legion last year?
Yeah, Job's come a long way. He's a great captain, a great leader in our club, and also just a great person. So he's come a long way, and he's just improving each week. So I think the last 2 seasons have shown he's a great player, and he's even stepped up again. So.
Yeah. Is there an emphasis? I don't know how many goals you've got this year, but when your midfielders go forward and spend that time there to chip in and contribute on the scoreboard?
Yeah, definitely. I think if your midfielders can get on the scoreboard, it's great for the team. So Job obviously kicked 3, and a couple of other midfielders got goals. So if we can continue that, that'd be great.
How instrumental has Bomber been in instilling belief within the group? We know that Geelong turned their form around 4 or 5 years ago quite markedly. Has he had specific conversations with players in terms of telling you guys that you're good enough to take on the top sides?
Yeah, definitely. Bomber's been great for us. He's very motivational. I know myself, he's told me to work on my snaps, and obviously it paid off for me on the weekend where I got a snap on goal, so he's been great for us.
What about the buzz this weekend? A lot of young boys in this side, and the thought that you might have 80-odd thousand there at the G must just be just an exciting occasion.
Oh, definitely. I guess for guys like Dyson Heppel, it's going to be an eye-opener, so very exciting. I guess the adrenaline will kick in once the first bounce goes, so I think we're looking forward to that next game.